So first and foremost thing is you have to go to the website tallyeducation.com. So there is no space between Tally Education. Tally Education is a single word. So go to tallyeducation.com. So as soon as you go to tallyeducation.com, this is the screen what you're going to get at. Once you get the screen, on the top right side, you can see there's a login. So you have to click on the option called as login. Okay. So as soon as you click on the login, it asks for the username and password. So enter the username and password which was given to you. And a few centers doesn't have the username and password. We'll be sharing at the end of the session so that they can also see. So right now, whatever centers have got the username and password, enter it. Those centers who does not have the username and password can contact me for username and password. I will share it to them. Okay. So as soon as you enter the username and password, it enters. So this is how it's going to look like the screen. Okay. So right now in this case, it says, welcome to NICT Computer Education Private Limited, Vijayanagar. So right now, I'm in Vijayanagar login. Okay. So here we're going to go step by step. First, you have to check what is the inventory you have. Okay. So how many vouchers you have? Only if you have the vouchers, you can do the admissions. If you don't have vouchers, you cannot add a student. So a student cannot be added without purchasing the vouchers first. So in other words, first and foremost thing is you have to purchase the vouchers from Tally. Only then you'll be able to add students. So to see the list, to see your inventory, on the left side, you go down to an option which says inventory. So you have an option called as inventory. Write down in a piece of paper. On the left side, click on inventory button. So right now I'll just click on inventory button. So right now you can see here it says all zeros. Okay. So there are different courses available in Tally. We are going to concentrate only on Tally Essentials level 1, level 2, level 3. At this stage, we are not going to concentrate anything else. So we're going to concentrate on Tally Essentials level 1, level 2, and level 3. So right now, there is no opening balance. Opening quantity is 0. In purchases are 0. No students have been added. That is outward quantity. Closing balance is also 0. So which means at this stage, Vijayanagar does not have any vouchers. So Vijayanagar Center has to first purchase the vouchers and then only add the students. Now to purchase the vouchers, on the left hand side, you have an option called as purchase from partner. Okay. So NICT HO will be your partner and NICT Vijayanagar will be called as TAC. TAC means Tally Authorized Center. All TACs have to purchase vouchers from MTAP partner, that is NICT head office. So first click on purchase from partner. So once you click on purchase from partner, it shows you two options, either purchase order or purchase list. Purchase order means you're going to place an order, what vouchers you need, what you want to buy. Purchase list means it shows you what you already purchased, when was it purchased, and how was it. Okay. So first I'll go to purchase order. Under purchase order, it says partner information, NICT, MTAP already it's written here. NICT, MTAP is already there. So don't bother about the top option. Just concentrate on order information. So in the order information, you have quantity. So what is the quantity you need? Let's say you need 5. I'll say 5. And what is that 5 you need? Use the scroll down option. Go to an option called as Tally Essentials Level 1. Okay. So Tally Essentials Level 1 is different from Tally Essentials Level 1 with internship. So in today's training, I'm not concentrating on internship. I'm concentrating only on Tally Level 1, Level 2, Level 3. So I will say Tally Level 1. So 5 vouchers of Tally Level 1 I'm purchasing. You have a plus button on the right side. Just click on the plus icon here. And next, what do you want? So I'll say I want 2 vouchers for Tally Level 2. So use the scroll bar, scroll down to Tally Essentials Level 2. And again, you have plus on the top. This is minus, this is plus. Minus means delete. I don't want this deleted. Again, say plus. I want to buy 2. Use the pop down, scroll down. to tally level 2. And you have the plus icon on the top. So click on the plus icon and say, I want to buy one voucher for tally level 3. Okay. So you are buying now 5 tally level 1, 2 tally level 2, 1 quantity of tally level 3. This can be edited. You want this to be 4, make it 4. You want this to be 3, make it 3. You want this to be 2, you can make it 2. So whatever you want, you don't. Let's say select the item, level 1, level 2. So whenever you edit, the item will disappear. You have to reselect the item again. Level 3. You don't want anything, click on minus. You want to add some more, click on plus. Okay. So in this case, I'm placing an order for tally level 1, 4, tally level 2, 3, and tally level 3, 2 vouchers. And you have to submit. Okay. So it says submitted successfully, which means now you have placed an order. To see that, you can go to purchase from partner, say purchase list. In purchase list, you can see now there is a request ID which has been placed on 11th June, that is today, to NICT MTAP partner, that is head office, level 2, 3 vouchers, level 1, 4 vouchers, level 3, 2 vouchers, and it is pending. Status is pending. Status is pending means NICT HO has not approved this. When will NICT HO approve this is once the payment is made to HO, automatically they will approve this. Once they approve this, you will get your inventory into this particular voucher. Okay. So again, I'll go place one more purchase order. I'll say I'm buying one tally level 1 voucher. Okay. I will say submit. Submitted successfully. I'll say order management. I'll say purchase from partner, purchase list. Now you can see one more on 11th June with a different request ID has been placed with tally level 1 voucher. Both are pending. So both orders are pending because once the payment is made to NICT HO, this will be automatically from approved status, from pending status to approved status. Once it says approved, then you will be able to get the inventory activated and then you'll be able to see your inventory. In the chat option, say yes if you have understood how to view what inventory you have and how to place an order for inventory. Okay, most of them are saying yes. Now what I will do is, I'll also show you what NICT HO does, okay, for you to understand what we do at the back end. So at the back end, I'll just open my MTAP partner account. So basically, this is my account. Okay. Now here you can see in my account, this is Welcome to NICT Bangalore. That's MTAP account. On the right side, you can see it says MTAP partner account. Okay. So here I will get a request saying that Vijayanagar has placed for level 1 as 1 voucher. And on the same day, they have also placed level 3, 2, level 3, 2 vouchers, level 2, 3 vouchers, level 1, 4 vouchers. Now here, I will say this as rejected. Okay. And I'll just give you for testing purpose in this case. Say submit. So which means this is rejected by me. Might be because of the payment is not received or some reasons. I might either reject it or I might approve it. So in this case, one voucher, I will say approve. So I'll say here approve instead of rejecting. I'll say approve. I will say payment received from Mr. Bhaskar. Whatever I want, I'll be specifying here. This for my reference. I'll write some remarks and say submit. So now I'll go to Vijayanagar account. Now in Vijayanagar, I'll go to purchase from partner. I'll say purchase list. And here you can see in the purchase list, it says Tally Essentials 1 is approved. The next order, which was placed for Tally level 1 4 vouchers, level 3 2 vouchers, level 2 3 vouchers has been rejected, which means order has been approved or rejected by NICT HO. Once it is done, if you go to your inventory now, you will have Tally level 1. You can see now invert quantity. Opening quantity was 0 in this month. Invert quantity is 1. So one voucher I have given right now. So closing balance, SIT is nothing but closing balance. It says 1, which means Tally level 1, one voucher is there. If one voucher is there, you can add one student for Tally level 1 alone, not for any other course. Okay. So this is how the inventory is being activated, purchased, and for you to see whether it is approved or rejected by NICT HO. So this is what we have with inventory options. Once inventory is done, you have inventory. Only then you can add the student. To add the student, on the left side, you go to an option called as students. Just click on students and student list. So right now there are no students, so everything is blank. Nothing is visible now. Now you want to add a student. You have to click on an option called as add student. Another window will pop up. Okay, there's a question. Payment made means what? Okay. See, every voucher has got a cost value. You have to make a payment to NICT. NICT will make a payment to Tally. So only if you make a payment to Tally, vouchers are given into your account. So there is a cost of every voucher. The cost, your center will know about it. We'll also share the prices again. Okay. So if you're placing for one voucher, let's say the price is 900 rupees. You have to make a payment of 900 rupees to NICT. Once you make a payment of 900 rupees, we receive the amount, then we approve the order or reject the order. If payment does not come, we'll reject it. If payment comes, we'll approve it. So once we approve it, then you will have the quantity in your inventory where you can add the student. So you have to make physical payment to NICT HO. Only then vouchers will be given to you. So hope I have answered the payment means made means what. Okay. If you have understood, say yes. Okay. Now we will see how to add a student. Okay. So to add a student, on the left side, you have students list. Under students list, click on a tab which says add student. You have an option called as add student. Give the name of the student. Gender. Okay. Specify the mobile number. Email ID. Now it's asking for the parent name. So here, the parent name means it can be father's name, mother's name, or spouse name, husband or wife name. So anything you can write here. And this will be printed on the certificate. So don't make any mistake here. You do any mistakes, again, we have to send it for rectification, which will take time. Okay. So parent name should not be blank. It should be either husband's name, wife's name, father's name, or mother's name, whichever the student wants. But this will be printed on the certificate. I'll say Rajesh. Okay, whatever I want, I can just say. Then rest of the things are not much interest for us. ID proof, you can just say learner code. Normally, I would say enter the Xerox ID here. Whenever you create a student in Xerox, you get an ID. Enter that ID here. So select an ID proof of learner code. ID proof, whatever you have in Xerox, write that. Alpha numerical value. Qualification, you specify whether the student is BCom, BSc, whatever it is, whether he's doing first year, second year, or whether he's completed, whatever it is, no problem. Then country is going to be India. State is going to be Karnataka. City is going to be Bengaluru. See here, be careful of the spelling. Ben. It says Bengaluru. Bangalore does not exist. So in this case, it says Bengaluru selected and put the pin code. If you don't have the pin code of the student, you can put your center pin code. Okay. Absolutely no issues here. So only constraint is name, gender, mobile number, email ID, parent name. So these are very, very important. This is what will be printed on the certificate. So make sure this is proper. So go down now, certificate. What kind of certificate it is? Tally Essentials Level 1. See here you can see Level 2 and Level 3 is not even visible for you because you don't have inventory. If you don't have inventory, then you cannot even select the student. You cannot even add the student. So because you have purchased only Level 1 voucher, so Level 1 is visible. If you have not purchased, it will not be visible. Inventory is 0, it will not be there. Okay. So that's the reason I say every center should have keep at least three vouchers of all levels on handy so that you can start adding the students. Now, program date. Program date starts from today and ending date whenever you want, you can give the ending date. Normally, I would say for each level, give at least 6 months time because student might discontinue the course, he might rejoin the course later, or he might take a break, come back after a break. We don't know what it is. So make sure the due date is program date is at least for a minimum period of 6 months. So right now we are in June, July 2nd month, August is 3rd, September, October, November. So I'm just given in this case 5 to 6 months. Okay. Now go down and click on save details. You don't have to bother about course e-content. How did you come to know? This is only an optional. Okay. Just say save details. In this case, I'm not saving because it's a voucher. I will lose the voucher. So I'll just say cancel. So once you save, the student name will be visible here. So let's say I'll change the center to Domlur. So now you can see in Domlur, they have added the student. So let's say in this case, Varshita LA has been added. And as soon as the student is been added, it says activation pending, which means an email has gone to the student. Student has to open the email, whatever the email they have given, and there they have to click on the link. Only if they activate it through their email ID, it says active. So student status by default will be activation pending. So you have to ask the student, you have to inform to the student that there is a mail from Tally. Go there, click on the mail and activate your login. So once you activate your login, you can download the NICT, Tally mobile app, start using the Tally mobile app. So this will basically give them the username and password. So once you create a student, username and password will automatically go only to email, no WhatsApp, no SMS. So student will get on email. Using that email, he can log into Tally portal and start accessing. If he has logged in and accessed it, then the status, student status will change from activation pending to active. So activation pending means you have created a student is still not activated. Active means you have created a student and student has also started accessing the Tally portal, which means he can start working on the Tally portal. Now use the chat option to say yes if you have understood how to add a student and how to make the student understand the difference between activation pending and active. If you know this, say yes in the chat option. Only one person has said yes. Others, please use the chat option to say yes so that we can proceed further. Okay. So most of them have said yes. So this is how you create a student and make sure the student is active. Now, sometimes student might say, sir, I have not received a mail. Ma'am, I have not received a mail. What should I do? So if the student has not received a mail, then there are two ways. First and foremost thing is click on the student name and check if the email ID is correct. If the email ID is wrong, then it will not go. So in this case, if there's any mistake, you can rectify the email and click on save details. Because as a live student, I'm not clicking on the save. Okay. I'll say cancel. So there might be a mistake in the email ID. Only then the email will not go. So if there's any mistake, to check for you, click on the student name, go down to email, check the email whether it's correct. If not, edit the email as required, say save. Now you can also edit the mobile number, but you cannot edit the name and parent name. So once you enter the student name and parent name, this cannot be edited under any circumstances by you. In case you have done a mistake, then we can ask Tally to rectify it. But manually you cannot do, but Tally can do it. So check the email ID. After checking the email ID, there click on option activation pending. So you have this activation pending. So once you take the mouse pointer on it, it says resend activation link. You're going to resend it again. So click on this. It says the student needs to activate the account by logging into Tally Education portal or app using the login details sent to their registered email ID. So whatever email ID you have edited now, one more mail has gone to that. If student does not receive the login details, ensure that registered email ID is correct. So if it is incorrect, please send the correction request. Okay. And now click on resend login. So activation mail has been sent successfully. So now the student will get one more mail from you saying that allowing the student to click and activate his email ID. I mean, his Tally portal access. So this is how you will edit if the student is not activated the email ID. You can edit the email ID, save it, and resend the activation code back to student for him to reactivate the login. So this is how you will be resending the student activation link if he has not got email or if you have done any mistake in the email or phone numbers can be edited. So this can be done as long as the student is activation pending. But if student is activated once, then you cannot edit. Now let's say in this case, Saravanan R, he's already activated the login. Now if I click on Saravanan R, I will not be able to edit the email ID. I can only edit the mobile number. Normally, mobile numbers are changed by the students. So Tally has allowed us to change the mobile number. Now you cannot change the email ID because it's already activated. So this is how you will activate the student, and the student does not receive an email. You can resend the email by cross-checking if the email ID is correct. If not, edit it and then click on activation pending and resend the login access to the student by email. So this is what we have, how to add a student and how to do it. Next, we see how to schedule the exam for the student. Now, let's say student has been added, active in this case, Saravanan. Okay, he started working and he has come to take an exam. So if he wants to take an exam, Saravanan, then checkbox the Saravanan name. So you have a checkbox option on the left side, checkbox the option and click on schedule test. And you have to select an option called as CT. CT stands for comprehensive test. Okay. So comprehensive test. So click on only CT. No other options will work for you. So click on CT. Now you can see here, Saravanan is there, release 5. Okay. When you want the student to take the exam, he wants to take the exam on, let's say 13th. So select 13th. Slot, you can leave it blank. Now save it. So in this case, I'm not saving it. Okay. Okay, I will save. I'll make this date as today. And I will save it. So Saravanan exam has been scheduled today. Now, if I select the same Saravanan, take the mouse pointer on this test details, click here, it says test link. Now copy this URL, okay, and paste it on WhatsApp to the student. So go to the student's WhatsApp and send the link to WhatsApp by the student. So student can click on this link and start the exam. Normally, I'll say don't give this link to the student. You copy it, paste it in the NICT lab and start the exam and give it to the student so that the student can take the exam. Okay. Suppose if student does not want to take the exam in the center, he wants to take in his house. In such cases, you can copy the URL and give it in WhatsApp to him. He can take the exam wherever he wants, using his mobile, using his app, laptop, whatever you want, he can do. Suppose if the student does not take the exam today, he has failed to take the exam today, then in such cases, this will become expired. So right now, for this, no CT exam is scheduled. For this, no CT exam. For this, yes, exam is scheduled. Once it expires, today he has not taken the exam. Okay, we have given the date as 11/6. Today, if he fails to take exam, then in such cases, you will select the student and say reschedule the test, CT. Okay, release 5, reschedule it to next 13th, 14th, whatever it is, and then say save. So this is how you schedule an exam to the student. A URL is created. Copy the URL, paste it in the browser so that the exam will start for the student. You can either give it to the student if he wants to take the exam from the house, or you don't give the link so that the student comes to NICT center. In the lab, you paste it in the system and you start the exam and give for the student. So to complete the exam. So this is how the exam will be conducted on Tally portal. If you have understood, say yes on the chat option. Most of them have said yes. So now let's imagine the exam is completed. Okay. Once exam is completed, you get an icon something like this in certificate. Okay. So Avinash Gopal Krishna, they have already scheduled the exam and he has completed on Tally level 3, release 5, and you can see the icon here. So once you take the mouse pointer on here, it shows you the certificate number. Okay. If you click on the test details, it shows you the student has scored 46.67%. Anything less than 36, Tally will not generate certificate. So minimum passing mark is 36, or in other words, say keep it 40. Students who have scored above 40 will only get certificates. Less than 40, they will not get a certificate. Okay. So you want the certificate, checkbox Avinash Gopal Krishna. Go to the top, other action, and say download certificate. So I'll remove the other checkbox. Okay. Download certificate. Now certificate has been downloaded. It goes and sits in your downloads. Open the download. You can see PS Gopal Krishna certificate. Yes, secured grade B, certificate number, NIT center name, syllabus, everything. Now you can forward the certificate to the student, or you can request NICT HO to take a printout of it and give it to you so that you will be able to share it to the student. So this is how you will download a certificate and send it by WhatsApp to the student, or request NICT HO to take a printout of the same and give it to you. So we will print it and give it to you. So here you can see, so there's another student who has Kaveshri, completed the exam, scored 53%. Certificate number is this. So select Kaveshri, go to other action, download certificate. So it goes and sits in your download folder, open Kaveshri. So you can see Kaveshri. is been got the certificate with grade B. Okay, syllabus. So this is how you can download the certificate. Okay. So if you have understood this, say yes in the chat option. Okay, most of them are saying yes. So we'll proceed further. Next and important option is you have to go to an option called as faculty. This is very, very important option. Now here you have to add all your faculties. So faculty should have login access. So once they have login access, they'll have the resources, they'll have everything, even from Tally, how to teach to students, how to train the students, course roadmaps, everything will be available here. So you have to create a faculty. So to create a faculty, go down to an option called as faculty. And okay, so my web browser might shut down anytime. If it closes, again, I'll restart in another 2 or 3 minutes. So again, we can rejoin, okay, if it closes down. So I'll go to faculty and I'll say add faculty. Write the faculty name, Raju. Gender, male. Designation, he is a faculty. Qualification, he is a graduate. Course, BCom, whatever it is you specify. Specialization, make sure to say Tally. Specialization will be in Tally Prime. Previous experience, how many years is work? Not only in any Tally, not only in NICT, you can work anywhere else also. Let's say has got 5 years experience, 2 years experience, whatever it is. Mobile number, email ID, then role. Role is important. Make sure to say faculty only. If you say owner, then the faculty will be able to add students, delete students. He can do whatever he wants. So make sure to say the role as faculty and then save it so that this faculty will be created and saved. I'll not save this. In this case, I'll say cancel. So this is how you save the faculties in your portal. Once the faculty is saved, okay, he will be able to access the Tally portal using. He'll also get like a student, he'll also get a mail. Using the mail, he'll have the username, password. He can go and he can go to the resource center and get all the resources, whatever is required. For Tally, for faculties, we'll have another session so that once they get their logins, we can give training for them how to access the resource of Tally. Okay. So right now, as a counselor or as a center head, your job ends at creating the faculty only. And once the faculty is created, I'll assign a test for the faculty so that he takes the test and he becomes a certified Tally trainer. So once he becomes a Tally certified trainer, he can take Tally classes, and in marketing and publicity, you can say you all have only Tally certified trainers at your center who are certified to train the students. So this is how you create a faculty. If you have understood, say yes to this option. Your job ends only at creating faculty. Remaining, I will take care. Okay, everybody are saying yes. So with this, we will stop for today. I don't want to proceed further. Okay. So I'm just stopping the recording.